Thank you very much. You know that being the last one is always a challenge. So I will try not to actually to repeat what my colleagues here on the podium have been saying, because it's something that we really have been discussing all the time. I wish to really provoke you and get back to the basics, because these kind of meetings are very usual. We have been taking those for so long, but the results are very poor. I have a discussion with my friend, and I've been told her that we need really to get back to the basics and see what is not working. Why is not industrialization coming to our continent? Why is it we are not really progressing on the pathway of development? So this leveraging innovation for African industrial transformation is building resilience and globalized economy is actually undeniable timely. The theme is not limited to an academic exercise. It addressed the most pressing challenges and the most promising opportunities facing our continent. The transition to Industry 4.0, the need to build robust production chains in the face of the global shocks, and the imperative to adopt sustainable production systems are central elements to this debate. By focusing on innovation, we examine the main catalysts that will allow Africa to not only react to these trends, but also actively shape its own economic future. Our central message is clear and urgent. Innovation is not a luxury, but it's also not a solution for all of our problems. On the contrary, sometimes innovation, technology is creating more problems because, as you well know, advances on science, advances on robotics, advances on automation, on industry is not providing too much jobs. And we need jobs for our youth, for our population. So through innovation, our continent will overcome obstacles, of course, improve productivity and competitiveness, and build the resilience needed to strive in a globalized and often uncertain economy. Of course, economic data corroborates our optimism. The African Development projects robust economic growth of 4.3% for Africa in 2025. This dynamism is driven by an unprecedented demographic dividend. Everybody is talking about that, with a rapidly growing young population and the rise of the middle class. These scenarios create a powerful and intrinsic growth engine, fueling vibrant regional markets that are less susceptible to external shocks. The African Continental Free Trade Zone is our major strategic bet. It is not just a trade agreement, it is a large-scale economic diversification, trade and industrialization policy that aims to create the world's largest unified market, serving 1.4 billion people across Africa. It promotes regional value chains, acting as a strategic response to the challenges of the continent's economic and social development, and serves as a tool to protect against growing global protectionism. Endogenous innovation is allowing Africa to leapfrog development stages. Everyone knows that, and we understand that it's only through technology that we can reach and close the gaps between Africa and the rest of the world. In the fintech sector, for example, with platforms like Tupuka in Angola, M-Pesa, Juma, and Flutterwave, which are revolutionizing logistics, services, and financial inclusion, overcoming the deficiencies of traditional banking infrastructure. Similarly, innovation is being applied in agriculture, agri-tech, artificial intelligence, and circular economy, where the local solutions transform environmental challenges into economic opportunities and decent employment and enable significant increases on productivity. So our collaboration with international partners, such as Japan, is also evolving. The traditional model of aid is giving way to a co-creation partnership based on investment and trade. Japan, through financial initiatives like green projects, positions itself as a facilitator of indigenous growth in an African autonomy, rather than a partner that simply defines the development agenda.